Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. Today's video was brought to us by new Patreon supporter Aaron. Huge thanks to Aaron and the rest of my Patreon supporters. Aaron reached out asking for a Spellslinger deck led by Vadrik Astral Archmage, but he asked that I keep it mostly simple as this will be his first Spellslinger deck. If you're enjoying my content, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate the support, and if you like the deck list, consider sharing this video as well. Vadrik Astral Archmage is a 3-mana 1/2 legendary human wizard. When he enters the battlefield, he makes it day, so long as it is neither day nor night already. Instants and sorceries we cast cost X less to cast, where X is Vadrik's power. Finally, whenever day becomes night or night becomes day, we put a +1/+1 counter on Vadrik. Night and Day was a mechanic that was introduced in Innistrad Midnight Hunt, which went very well with the werewolf theme of that set. If it is day and a player casts no spells during their own turn, day becomes night. If it is night and a player casts at least 2 spells during their own turn, night becomes day. So in order to swap between night and day, we'll want to either cast 2 spells on our turn or no spells, depending on the circumstances. Now, Vadrik Astral Archmage is often a turns commander. Turn spells are expensive, but having a commander that will let you cast Nexus of Fate for 2 mana is really tempting. But that's not what we're going for here. Instead, we're wanting to create a beginner-friendly Spellslinger deck, and we want to keep it mostly budget. But before we get to our deck list, a quick word from our sponsor, Ultimate Guard. One of my favorite products Ultimate Guard has is their Xenoskin Sidewinder. The Sidewinder has a soft microfiber lining as well as the rugged Xenoskin shell we've all come to love. While the Sidewinder isn't a new product, they are now available in the beautiful 2-tone Synergy series, like this black-red one seen here. Find out if your local game store carries Ultimate Guard products, or click on the link down below to order yourself one from Amazon. In order to build a functional commander deck, you need lots of different pieces, which is why I try to rely on my handy-dandy checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. One last announcement before we get into our video. In addition to streaming on Twitch, I will be dual streaming on a new YouTube channel as well. Check out Gaming with Danon if you want to catch me live. Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Training Center, Stormcarved Coast, Sulphur Falls, Thundering Falls, Volatile Fjord, Molten Tributary, Ferris Lake, Cascade Bluffs, Shivan Reef, Riverglide Pathway, Frostboil Snarl, Temple of Epiphany, Is It Boilerworks, Myriad Landscape, Evolving Wilds, Terramorphic Expanse, Scavenger Grounds, 8 islands, and 8 mountains make up the land base for our deck. For upgrades, you can swap out Evolving Wilds, Terramorphic Expanse, and Myriad Landscape and the like for actual fetch lands, and Temple of Epiphany for steam vents. If budget is no issue, swap out one of the basics for an ancient tomb. Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Talisman of Creativity, Izzet Signet, Sky Diamond, Fire Diamond, Mind Stone, Felwar Stone, Chromatic Lantern, Decanter of Endless Water, Wayfarer's Bauble, Solemn Simulacrum, Stormkiln Artist, Seething Song, Mana Geyser, Goblin Electromancer, and Brass's Bounty help us to ramp out and stay ahead of the curve. Apex of Power, Tezzeret's Gambit, Past in Flames, Mystic Retrieval, Big Score, Solve the Equation, Frantic Search, Archmage Emeritus, Inspired Tinkering, Stroke of Genius, Factor Fiction, Unexpected Windfall, Firemind's Foresight, Drown in Dreams, Blue Sun Zenith, Quick Study, Finale of Revelation, and Windfall help us to dig through our deck and find answers. Commit Memory, Denying Wind, Hell to Pay, Negate, Abrade, Counterspell, Electrodominance, Unwind, Lightning Bolt, Banefire, Arcane Denial, Spellburst, Capsize, and Vandal Blast keep our opponents in line. Blasphemous Act and Comet Storm help us to reset the board as needed. You could include a Cyclonic Rift if you're wanting a higher budget option, of course. Storm King's Thunder, Crackle with Power, Call Forth the Tempest, Haze of Rage, Reiterate, Dualcaster Mage, Expansion Explosion, Thousand Year Storm, Ral Storm Conduit, Lunar Frenzy, Insult Injury, Mizzix Mastery, Reckless Charge, and Mishra's Command make up the core of our deck and how we plan on winning. Now that we have our deck list, we should compare it to our checklist. 52 mana sources split between 35 lands and 17 pieces of ramp. A little high, but some of our ramp are rituals, so it's fine. 18 pieces of card advantage, 14 pieces of interaction, 2 board wipes, 1 piece of graveyard hate in Scavenger Grounds, 3 sudden I win cards in Mishra's Command, Lunar Frenzy, and Haze of Rage. Remember, Vadrik makes it so all of our instants and sorceries cost X less to cast, where X is his power. Sure, we could focus on night-day mechanics, or we could just pump up our commander. If Vadrik already has 5 power and we spend 1 mana to cast Lunar Frenzy, meaning X will be 5, that means Vadrik suddenly has a power of 10 until the end of turn, making all spells we cast cost 10 less to cast. Meaning we can cast Finale of Revelation for 2 mana, draw 10 cards, and have no limit on our hand size for the rest of the game. Or we spend even more mana and cast Crackle with Power where X equals 5, dealing 25 damage to up to 5 targets. Or, and this is probably my favorite, we cast Storm King's Thunder, copying the next spell we cast 10 times, then cast Insult, meaning all damage done by us this turn is multiplied by 2 to the 10th, or times 1024, then Comet Storm to win the game. Now, a Spellslinger deck can win explosively, as you can see from the above examples, but it requires flexibility and timing. Wait for your time to strike and win in a single turn. Suddenly, violently, and all over the place. It is one of the reasons I prefer Spellslinger over many other archetypes. I hate being the first person out in a commander game, and I don't like making others feel the same. So I'd rather kill everyone at the table all at the same time, and then we can start a new game, rather than having 1 or 2 players wait 30 minutes for the game to end. Do you have a Spellslinger deck? Who's your commander? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cutestuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Damon. For only $25, you too can have a commander video built at your request. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Jiraiya, Danny, Muffins, Marcus, Squishy, Brett, Roxy, Sean, Pob Zombie, Mark, Borgie, Nazwin, Pedro, Midge, Alex, Julio, Valeri, Conga, Ignis, RJ, Aaron, Chris, Robert, Joel, and Brock. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander Deck videos every weekday, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Damon.